believe in yourself,
Do it.
and work hard. Know what you're worth, know what you're capable of. And anything can happen.
If you think about it, we're just small little insects on this big rock in the middle of the universe, amongst multi-universes, and we still don't know any answers to any of that. And we're thinking micro. We're really thinking on a very small micro. I don't want to get into it. It gets very technical. All I'm saying is you shouldn't be nervous. You shouldn't be concerned about anything other than having fun and dominating. Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Huh? I'm the best!
Listen! I know you got what it takes! I know you fucking got what it takes! Now's the time! Take what you've learned, take what you've got, and let's keep striving towards the greatness. I know you've got potential, kid! But you can't let this bullshit slow us down! You feel me? We ain't playing no more. It's fucking go time, baby. Ooh! Let's go! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Boom! Headshot!
When I started doing YouTube, I was in college, I was on a student loan, I couldn't even afford a proper computer that I could record gameplay on. So I was lucky, I managed to sell some artwork that I made online, and that's how I was able to get started.
Oh. Good.
Some of you know this story, but shortly after I quit college, and so I had to get a job, and I took whatever job I could get, which was to work in a hot dog stand. And a lot of people like to take this story as something negative, or like, oh, he did that, or I can't believe he used to sell hot dogs, now look at him making big bucks. It wasn't like that at all for me. I was the happiest I was at that time because I was finally, for the first time in many, many years, doing what I wanted to do. And the fact that I could make videos was so much more important to me that I had to spend a few hours a day doing a job that wasn't that prestigious. I didn't know you could be big at, well, I know people who were big at other type of videos, but there was no one big at gaming, and I didn't know you could make money out of it. So it was never like a career that I just quit college to pursue. It's just something I just love to do, and here we are 5 years later, and it's exploded.
Let me tell you about my life, man. All right, because everyone looks at me, especially when I, was doing my thing. It's like, oh, this guy's a perfect life. No, man. Everyone has their own problems. Everyone has difficulties. All right.
You're gonna have time in college to do both. You're gonna have time. I want you to know that. College is not going to take up 16 hours of your day, okay? I can promise you that. Especially if this is like your first year. First year of college, you're not gonna have 8 hours of classes every single day. You're gonna have so much time to still make YouTube videos, man. Never stopped, because I knew that if I just kept trying, I knew that at some point I would go from point A to point B. Right, I knew my skill. Like I knew what I was capable of. I knew how talented I was at gaming, and I just knew that if I just kept, I always had long talks with my wife and my now wife, my girlfriend at the time, Jess, and my brothers, and like we always came to the conclusion that like I just need to keep streaming. Like I just need to keep going, and at some point like something like you'll take off. Like at some point.
When I was a kid growing up, I didn't have money, I didn't have cars, I didn't have a house, I didn't have shit, alright? I had two parents that busted their ass just to put a roof over my head to pay rent every month. I always wanted to have a nice house, I always want to have nice things, and I was like, how am I going to do that in life? What do I got to do that? And how do I do it with dignity? That was the biggest thing. How do I do things with dignity and do it with respect and class?
You might have to sacrifice hanging out with friends and going out and partying and doing other cool things that the school and college has to offer, but you can't say that, dude. I was working a full-time job at Noodles & Company, taking college classes and streaming like 8 hours a day, minimum.
If I set my mind to something and if I really put it out there, I could do anything anything in the world. There's nothing that I can't do. And I really applied that mindset to college. I really applied that mindset to the gym, working out, working at the front desk at that job. And that thought, that idea that was in my head is the reason why I'm able to have a house, the reason why I have a YouTube channel with millions of subscribers, the reason why I'm streaming and you guys are here and supporting me. Like, these things that I put in my head, I started acting on them and doing them and making a difference.
Dude, success is sacrifice, man. If you are not born into being successful and you've become successful, you sacrifice something, whether it be time with friends, time with family, your physical health sometimes. I mean, dude, like, very difficult to make incredible journeys of growth in multiple ways and completely keep everything. It's not possible. Like 2 or 3 years ago, I was contemplating like going back to college, like part-time again, because I stopped going to college to like pursue this fully, but I already had 2 years of college under my belt. And I mean, here we are.
I can do these things. There's other kids out there who can too.